Hello and welcome to the show. And what kind of show it's going to be? Holy moly. I'm your host, Mr. Q, and today we have a video from Arako TV, and it shows perfectly how not to act. In a courtroom, it doesn't matter if you're a lawyer, you're a witness, or you're defendant, or whatever other terms that you can use, you represent in the courtroom. He's a perfect example how not to act, and I'm showing you the whole video only because it's a perfect learning experience.
Trans-identified female lawyer berates judge, pulls trans card, gets found in contempt, resists arrest, screams "I can't breathe," and yells for people to call 911 as she's fighting police. Absolute glorious performance. Women should not take testosterone.
I pointed you to the exact paragraph.
Stop.
It's her education.
Stop.
Because you don't want to hear
Oh,
what the
stop!
argument is.
Stop! You interrupt me one more time, you are being held in direct contempt of court, and
Yes,
you can
ma'am.
wipe that smirk off
I don't
your
have a
face.
smirk on my face.
Oh, yes, you do.
I do not.
I am not going to tolerate this from you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Fill out the request, get the form from our court clerk's office on the second floor, make sure it comports with what you've brought already, get it filed, mailed in, whatever you need to do. Let us assess her request. If it's,
My client's not seen her child. There is no order in this court, and there's been no jurisdiction found that this court has jurisdiction over this child who has never lived in your county.
You just interrupted
Never
me.
lived.
You
I did
just
not.
interrupted.
There was a pause. There was a break. I wasn't done with my argument.
and I was not done with my statement. You interrupted again.
Sounds like he's on helium.
Do not throw
Shoot.
I did not throw it. Fell off the bench. Please stop stating things that are not true, ma'am.
Sir, you've got a room full of witnesses.
I do. I put it down. I did. I put it down and it fell down. I did not fall.
Then settle down.
I'm not upset and I'm not arguing.
Luckily, we have the magic of videos. Let's see again if we drop down, or did he throw it down? Is it a he or she? Anyway, let's check it out.
Sounds like he's on helium.
Yeah, I think the sound in the helium is a little bit too harsh because it's a video and probably the audio quality is bad. But he/she did throw it down. Like it was so obvious. It was on purpose. Wow.
You're not letting me make an argument. I'm not red in the face, ma'am. I'm not.
Stop. Our court reporter cannot get what we're both saying.
I am trying to make my argument. You interrupted my argument halfway through
This
on
is a
an
panic button
objection.
that will get every available deputy in
Yes,
front of
ma'am, I'm
County.
aware. It's happened to
You're
me before.
interrupting. It has.
Yes.
Because you're out of line
Yeah,
with court.
I guess so.
Okay. If I push that
Or maybe
button,
because I'm a transgender attorney practicing all over the
Here we
state.
go.
I don't know what you are.
You do, ma'am. It's not that you do.
I don't know whether
You do,
you're
ma'am. You
transgender,
do. You
other
do.
than you have just now
No,
advised me,
ma'am,
and
you
that
do.
doesn't have
You
anything
do.
to do
It's
with
happened when we
anything.
talked on the phone.
That wasn't talking, let me tell you. You were entirely inappropriate.
You were
and
yelling
more
at
so
me, and I did not even know you were the judge.
And I didn't know you from Adam.
I
at
said,
that
my name
point.
is Rob Hopkins. I'm
Which
an
doesn't
attorney
mean
in
anything.
Oklahoma City.
No, sir, you did not.
Okay.
Okay?
There's no one there to know that, right?
Okay. So we are pausing this until you get the ADA request form filled out and it gets processed.
So we're going to pause the hearing on jurisdiction that's been set twice. I drove an hour and a half to have the hearing. My client's available telephonically, and we are simply not even taking testimony.
Is your client available telephonically?
Yes, ma'am.
today?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then get her on the phone.
Thank you.
Your Honor, to which we would object. This is as clear as the nose on my face that this woman will not appear before this court because she has a warrant for stealing her
Objection,
children from
hearsay.
another
That's
court.
not true. And you're ready
You
to
will find, sir, that
Don't
you
come at me and
It's over me.
or shout at me.
I'm not putting down zero.
No, we're stopping.
Get out of my face,
I've been doing
sir.
it for a long
Get out of
time.
my face, sir.
You may step
Get
back.
out of my face.
You should leave this county.
Get out of my face. Get out of my
These
face.
people are my friends, and you're being ugly.
And get out of my face.
Put your hands behind your back.
Why?
Because you're in direct contempt of court.
You shouted at me. No, I'm not being. You did not even.
Well, I don't have that many experiences. Actually, have none of talking to a female who wants to be a man. And just let me know, is this normal? How that genre of person actually is talking to people like almighty, like he is the boss in that room, but he's not the judge, and the judge is a female, like she's the boss of that room. Even the guys, the other attorneys know that, and they're speaking perfectly, and this guy keeps on slash lady, I'm so confused. Anyway, that attorney keeps interrupting everybody and just making more louder voice. This is what women of today don't understand. You shouting doesn't make you win an argument. Let's see what happens next. Like, that's Judgment Day.
Say that I was in
You are
contempt.
in direct.
No, I'm not
Judge,
doing
I
my stuff.
apologize, but I felt very threatened by this person. Not the screaming and the yelling in court. I've never even heard that before.
I mean, she's not mentally sane.
Wait.
Do not hurt me. Do not hurt me.
Put your hands behind your back.
No mental
Do not-
stability
you
whatsoever.
throw me over this.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Okay, put your hands behind your back, stop resisting.
You know exactly what's
Why
happening.
don't you all walk that way sometime?
I can't walk. I'm being thrown down.
Just stop, settle down, walk that way.
No.
Settle down. Do not grab me. Do not grab me. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Such a drama queen.
You're hurting me. You're hurting me. You just take me. You just take me. You just take me. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
All right, George Floyd.
I can't breathe.
Put your hands behind your
I
back.
cannot breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Well, this is really painful to watch. You don't expect this kind of behavior from a attorney, but notice the moment when the attorney was screaming that he can't breathe. The officer lifted off his arm from the neck and he kept on shouting it that he can't breathe, even though maybe try actually breathing in that moment. You can rewind and check the moment. I saw it.
I can't breathe.
If you say you can't breathe that many times, it means you can breathe. Demon.
Somebody call 911. Please. Please. Please.
That is 911.
Maybe secure.
Ow. 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 Ow.
Fucking demon. Oh, stop it. Absolutely ridiculous. Over the top.
Somebody call 911. Somebody call 911.
That is 911. They're picking you up right now and they're putting you in jail.
Somebody call.
They got your phone now.
They're not doing her any harm, by the way. She's resisting. She's making it way more difficult for herself than she needs to. All they're trying to do is cuff her and get her the fuck out of there. That's all it is.
All right, we're gonna pick you up. Roll on the side.
No, I don't. Get a female officer now. Get a female officer now. Get a female officer
There
now.
aren't any.
Wait, is she reverting back to being an official woman? She wants a female officer. She don't feel comfortable with all these men. I thought you were one of us now. What's going on?
I can't get up, I can't see. He just threw my glasses. I can't see. Give me my glasses. Put them on my face. No. Put them on my face, I cannot see.
No. Go.
Please give me my glasses, I cannot see. I'm not trying to walk and I cannot see. I need my wallet.
Thanks, Robert. Thanks, guys.
I'm trying to walk.
Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
That is fucking insane. It sounds like a demon. People like this that lack mental stability should not be in these types of positions. It's not normal. And what a fucking drama, saying you can't breathe. You can obviously breathe if you can say it that many times. And a man is not gonna just say, oh, I need a female officer. It just wouldn't come out of a man's mouth. That's the type of thing a woman's gonna say. And away from all of this identity stuff, it's just not a normal way to act as an adult. Instead of sending this muppet to jail, we need to send him to Michael.
Well, yeah, he was shouting, I can't breathe so many times. But in the same time, like, the officer was not holding down his neck at all. At some point, of course, he was holding it because you have to hold down the threat, because this person he is a lunatic. But like, and I agree with the Arako TV. Like, how come people like that are allowed to be attorneys? It's unreasonable. It's unforgivable for the levels. I think he or she, whatever you want to call that person, like, was given the attorney license only because it is a trans person. That's the only reason. That is how it looks like. At the same time, also what I want to point out, like, this is how criminals act in a courtroom. YouTube is full of videos where criminals or family members of some heinous or awful crime, the victim's family members, how they act sometimes because they lose it. This is not how attorneys should be acting in a courtroom. They should be the example of the courtroom, and that's why it's like a good video for all of us to learn how not to act in a courtroom. The judge is the boss of that room, and you have to respect the boss. We men know it. And also, what I want to point out, Arako at some point was calling the person drama queen. For those who don't know, we men call other men who act like this drama queen. 100% of the time, we call them drama queens. There's not such a thing as a drama king. There never was, and there never will. It's always drama queen. Anyway, this is it for this video. I hope we learned a lot from this. I did. Let me know in the comments, and see you on the next one. Bye, bye, bye.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.